Welcome to Health Hacktivators with lifestyle medicine doctor, GP and longevity expert Dr. Alka Patel. This show will help you to discover a hidden health hacking code that unlocks your phenomenal potential for an outstanding health span, lifespan and wealth span. The show features candid conversations with celebrities, influencers and industry icons, real-life stories and cutting-edge health-activating advice that other doctors might not tell you. Discover why now is the time to join the strategic self-care revolution and experience the profound effects this will have on your personal and professional success. Now, here is your host, Dr. Alka Patel.
Hi, hey, and hello, Health Hacktivators. Are you ready to unlock your health activation code in 3 steps? Decisions, data, devices. Now, my aim with these health hack episodes is to stay laser focused because look, health is such a huge expansile topic, which is why in each health hack episode, I'm now going to be taking a deep dive into one question, highlighting 2 reference sources and giving you 3 health hacks so that taking your health to the next level is as easy as 1, 2, 3. Got it. Okay, good. So today's one question is, how does what I eat affect my chances of getting breast cancer? And if you haven't already listened to my conversation with Colleen Nolan this week, then please do make sure that you click right back and take a listen. Colleen shares how the diagnosis of breast cancer in her 3 sisters had a significant impact on her decisions about her own health. So it really is well worth a listen. But those words, I'm sorry to tell you have breast cancer, or I'm sorry to hear about your breast cancer. I must have said those words several dozen times through my career. And you know what? It never gets easier. And it wasn't easy listening to Colleen describing the tough times. I could hear just in the tone of her voice how difficult this has been for her and for her family, despite that outward bravado that she has and that so many women have. Breast cancer, they are the words that most women fear the most. But there's something really important to know here. Before you hear those words, the cancer, well, it's already been there for some time, sometimes growing several years earlier before it makes its presence known. So we might think we're detecting cancer early now through screening procedures and more awareness, more breast self-examination. But this is still late detection because the cancer's already been there a while before it's spotted. So what do? Well, think of cancer as 3 stages, what I like to call the 3 Ps: predisposing, promoting, and progressing. So what does this mean? Well, predisposing means being susceptible. Promoting means growing, and progressing means spreading. And ideally, you want to focus on the predisposing factors. Before cancer arrives, you want to minimize the things that make you susceptible to it and maximize the things that reduce your susceptibility. And what are these factors? Well, food. Food is an important one. How does what you eat affect your chances of getting breast cancer? Well, in a review of over 30,000 women, researchers showed a 60% reduction in risk of getting breast cancer by following 5 of the American Institute of Cancer Research guidelines. And guess what one of those is? It is to eat more plants. Fibre is what is key. Breast cancer risks falls after you eat at least 25 grams of fibre a day. And what about this? An apple a day? Well, it does keep the cancer away. A study has also shown that an apple a day, yes, and 1 apple a day reduces your chances of breast cancer by 24%. So how is that? Well, have you noticed what happens when you peel an apple? Yeah, it browns. And this is oxidation at work. And it's the apple skin, the apple peel, which has antioxidant properties. And that's what stops the apple browning. Oxidation is what causes damage to your DNA, which is what then predisposes you to cancer. So antioxidation is important. And what do apples do? They're antioxidants and they stop the DNA damage. So more vegetables, more plants, more fiber, more apples. And you might be wondering about meat. What about meat? Well, as I mentioned in my conversation with Colleen, when meat is cooked at high temperatures, so I'm talking about meat that's grilled or char grilled, barbecued, fried, smoked, those high temperatures, what happens is then you release heterocyclical amines. Let me say that again properly. Heterocyclical amines from the meat. And what these are carcinogens, which increase your susceptibility to breast cancer by causing damage to your DNA. Which means today, to reduce your breast cancer risk, make a decision. Make a decision to eat more plants and eat less meat. I don't mind what you call it, plant-based, flexitarian, vegetarian, omnivore, herbivore, it doesn't matter. We don't need to get into diet wars. Just eat more plants than you are now. And how can you use data to help with your decisions to eat more plants? Well, here's how. And this is looking specifically at fiber, because what I found is that one area where so many of my clients find it difficult to know how much fiber they're eating and whether they're hitting over 25 grams a day for breast cancer risk reduction or higher for 40 or 50 grams for its other health benefits is in that area of how much fiber. And this is where I have found fiber tracking to be particularly useful, especially in those initial stages, when you're transitioning to your food choices with your aim and your decision to eat more plants. So here's a quick guide. And you know that I like to keep things simple. So to keep it very easy and very simple, here's an easy rule of thumb. Yeah, it's more numbers, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So think of one serving. And by serving, I mean a handful or a bowlful. Now, one serving of tofu is equal to 1 gram of fiber. One serving of whole grains contains 2 grams of fiber. One serving of fruit contains 3 grams of fiber. One serving of vegetables is 4 grams of fiber. And one serving of beans or pulses is 5 grams of fiber. So that's an easy 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 rule of thumb way to see how you can layer up your fiber. And I know there will be purists amongst you who'll be shouting at this episode saying, yes, but, different fruits have different fiber content and different vegetables have different fiber content. And you are absolutely right. But this is a very useful rule of thumb, which I find very, very helpful with my clients to just get going. So start with this 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And I do have as well a PDF on this. So if you'd like something visual, if you'd like a PDF ebook on how to fuel up on fiber using this very simple rule of thumb, then you're very welcome. Just drop me an email. The link is in the show notes, lifestylefirst@dralkapatel.com, and I'll make sure that ebook is on its way to you. But yeah, if you want to be more precise, then yes, absolutely use your device, use your phone to log what you eat, because there's some great apps out there which will log very specific fiber quantities in your food. So that's apps like MyFitnessPal, which I've found to be very, very helpful. And for me as well, for my clients who work one-to-one with me, I also provide them with a digital food journal. So as they log their food, I too can see their fiber intake directly into a Assured portal, which is in real time, which means that I can then advise much more specifically on very easy ways to increase your fiber intake with simple things like food swaps as well. So here you go. Then your 3 hacks to reduce your chances of getting breast cancer. Hack number 1, decisions. Decide today to eat less meat. Eat less meat, which is barbecued, grilled, fried, or char grilled, and eat more plants. Even an apple a day keeps the doctor away, so start there. Hack number 2 is data. Measure your fiber intake. Just measure it until you get used to what eating 25 grams looks like. And hack number 3 is devices. Track your fiber intake much more precisely, which you can do using apps and food journals. So there you go. And I hope you have enjoyed today's unlocking of your health activation code, which now simply leaves me to wish you a health activating day.